Imagine coming to Rhodes, Greece, and trying to explore the entire city all in just one day. Well, you are actually in the right video because that's exactly what we're about to do today. Today's itinerary is going to be to grasp every single part of Rhodes, Greece, and try to condense it all in just one quick itinerary, one quick day. If you want a full itinerary to have the best day ever, click the first link in the description and I'll go ahead and send you this amazing itinerary. Let's get into it. This actually came from that ship right there. As you guys can see, that cruise ship. So if you're actually doing a day from a cruise ship, you have to use this itinerary to have one of the best days you can ever have in Rhodes, Greece. We actually just walked off our ship right next to the port and we are entering this amazing tunnel that you see right behind me. And that tunnel leads us into Old Town, one of our first stops. We're going to be exploring so many different historical places in Old Town, but this is a general direction. So let's go ahead and go to our first stop right there in Old Town. Let's make it happen. It's going to be a fantastic day. Let's do it.
After a quick 5-minute walk from our first shot, we're walking through this path which just feels so ancient. So let's go explore what this ancient city of Rhodes has to offer.
And just like that, after a quick 5-minute walk, we actually made it to our first stop right here in Old Town, the Palace of the Great Knight. I mean, as we guys know, I mean, Rhodes is an ancient city, and as you guys can see, the architecture over here is nothing but majestic. I mean, it's all looking fantastic. And if I was a king, I actually would not mind being in a palace like this because this looks nothing but majestic. Let's go and explore what else this palace has to offer.
So right next to the palace is the city wall, which actually you need a separate ticket for. So be sure to get 2 tickets from the ticket booth over there and definitely come check it out when you're here in Rhodes.
Can you even have a palace without a garden? Well, that is, yeah, it's just, you have to have a garden if you have a palace. And wow, I mean, that's exactly why we're checking this out. But the thing is, in this garden, there's extremely gorgeous statues that we're observing right now. And as you guys can see, I mean, this garden is filled with them. And my favorite is actually the no-head statue. I'm not really sure what it defines, but as you guys can see, this is a very gorgeous statue, but it has no head. So interesting times right here in the garden. Palace of the Knights. It's a pretty cool spot. I feel like if you're really into history, you've got to check this out because this garden is one of the most gorgeous gardens that I've ever seen. So let's head over to the next stop. Let's do it. Oh my goodness. I remember when we took a video here earlier and we were like, oh my God, this is such an ancient street. It looks so cool. And we're like, oh, it's probably just a random road street. So it looks like this was our second stop. Apparently, this is called the Street of the Knights, which leads us into the castle. I mean, as you guys can see, it does look very historic. And the thing is, with the naked eye, it actually looked really cool as well. I mean, without us even knowing that this was the Street of the Knights. And as you guys can see, I mean, from back there, you've got the entrance to the castle and like the really cool hallway situation. And as we keep going with this very stony path that you guys are able to see down here, all the way through, the Street of the Knights is looking extremely gorgeous and extremely, this makes me feel like a knight coming over here. So amazing job. Spot number 2 here is extremely gorgeous as well. Let's go. Just like that, right after a 5-minute walk from Street of the Knights, we made it to our third stop right here in Old Town, the Archaeological Museum of Rhodes. I mean, this is one of the most gorgeous museums I've ever seen in my entire life, and I'm so glad this is our third stop right here in Rhodes because the history that I'm actually observing here is nothing but majestic. Every single part of Rhodes just feels like ancient times. I actually didn't even know this much history existed in Rhodes, but I'm so glad we're getting to explore and getting to see what Rhodes is all about, especially the Old Town or the historic side of Rhodes. Let's go to our next stop. And just like that, guys, we have made it to our last stop, the beaches of Rhodes, Greece. And as you guys can see right now, we're hanging out at this beach club. It's called Baya, and the vibes here are nothing but immaculate. I mean, really, really good music playing right now. And as you guys can see, the ocean is looking extremely gorgeous. Wow, I mean, this is kind of reminding me of Tulum. It's looking extremely gorgeous, as you guys can see. And I actually, as you guys can tell, I took a dip into the amazing ocean that Greece has to offer to us. And as you guys can see, wow, everything is looking extremely, extremely gorgeous. But that is not even the best part. The best part here is actually this outside area where you're actually able to tan. But when you come to the outside area, you're like, okay, maybe I'll go take a dip, I'll come back, I do the back and forth. But what I did, I chilled around here in this outside area, went over there, but then I saw there's a little diving board all the way on that side. And I swam over there, I jumped just like all these other people are doing, and probably had one of the most amazing times that I have ever had in my entire life. I mean, what a beautiful, beautiful day it was. And Petra Beach right here in Ellie Beach is probably one of the best places you can come into. One of the greatest beaches right here in Rhodes. Wow, what a beautiful day it has been. Let's get on to the next one.
And we've made it to our last stop, Petra Beach. The waters are phenomenal, multicolored blue. Sam, how are you feeling?
I mean, how could you come to Rhodes, Greece, and not experience the most perfect waters in the entire world? Well, you can't do that, and that's exactly why we're finishing off our day at spot number 6, Petra Beach. I mean, this beach, Ellie Beach was great and all, but Petra Beach, I mean, it deserves more recognition than Ellie. Like, Ellie's basically the main beach, but this is one of the more local beaches that you have to come check out. It's only about a 5 to 10 minute walk from Ellie Beach, and the waters here, as you guys know, are looking extremely gorgeous. I mean, this is probably one of the most gorgeous views I have ever seen in my entire life. And as you guys can see, the waves are rocking. People are having one of their best days ever, and we are also having a great time. So I'm so glad you guys were able to tag along with us. Use this itinerary next time you come to Rhodes and try to explore all of Rhodes in just one day, especially if you're coming from a cruise or something. You want to be able to maximize the amount of time possible. Basically, do this. Have a great day. Thank you so much for coming along. Let's enjoy this amazing view at Petra Beach, these blue waters, and have a great day. Let's do it.